with Tennessee, but they do pound the rock. So if they're able to run the ball like this moving forward, I mean, they could win a lot more games. We haven't seen this really from Kentucky basically all year.
Absolutely. What else we got? Clemson, they take care of Florida State. Will Shipley is this engine that keeps moving. He's kind of like had a quiet year, wouldn't you say? Is that he's just doing everything. He's just an absolute dynamo in the passing game. He's DJ's favorite target out wide. Has been electric in the run game. DJ, 3 TDs, no picks. He's doing everything he needs to do. But similar to Alabama, I don't know if you are in the same boat when it comes to the Tigers, but the Justin Rosses, and I don't know why I threw him out first, but in terms of like Mike Williams, T. Higgins, you go down the list, they don't have that this year, and it feels like they haven't had that of late, and I wonder how much that matters into, we talk about the Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson era, where, yeah, like getting those two quarterbacks back-to-back is pretty nice, and it's going to win a lot of football games, but it was also, they just had so many playmakers along with those guys, and it seems like they're pretty one-dimensional when it comes to DJ running with the football and just put the ball in Will Shipley's hands and let this Christian McCaffrey type, he's sneaky athletic, Will Shipley. And I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting. Do you share the Clemson-Alabama lack of playmakers outside being concerning sentiment?
Yeah, I do see that as well. And you put some respect on Hunter Renfro's name, sir. I didn't hear you giving credit to that. He made the Pro Bowl, didn't he, last year? I want to say that's correct, for the Raiders.
Sneaky athletic too.
Sneaky, real gym rat. But this game was not nearly as close as the score looked. Florida State got 2 late touchdowns. Like Clemson pretty much dominated this one. And it's good to see. Like Clemson, I feel like each week that's gone by since the Georgia Tech game, maybe really since the first half of the Georgia Tech game, because even that one, they just like pretty mediocre in the first half. But each week that's gone by, I felt like Clemson just looks better and better. Wake Forest, NC State, I feel like they've kind of just progressed a little more difficult each week. So I have to be impressed with what Clemson has shown so far. I think Syracuse is also another one. Like, yeah, they're undefeated. They're top 15, but still kind of questioning how good they are. So, yeah, I'm liking how Clemson's looking. DJ Uiagalelei, like this is what we were expecting to see from him. And like you said about Shipley as well. I was a little disappointed the way he was talked about as like the number 1 all-purpose back in the country. Didn't really see that much as a freshman. He had some injuries he battled as well. But yeah, you're starting to see why this guy was a 5-star running back coming out of high school.
This comes to us from College Football Home. On Twitter, he said, quote, "In Florida State's 3 consecutive losses, they have outgained all 3 opponents in yards per play. 6.1 versus 5.5 versus Clemson, 6.7 versus 4.4 against NC State, and 6.2 versus 4.8 against Wake." That's tough. I don't know if that's a good sign for the program or it's like, is this a coaching issue, a player? Like, I don't know. I don't know where I lean and where Florida State's headed down the stretch here.
Yeah, that's true. I felt like this was an opportunity too, because Clemson, like you said, they're as good as they have been. They're not what Clemson has been in the past. So they feel more beatable in 2021 and 2022 now than